Good morning, everyone. It's a delight to be here. I think most of you know who I am. I've been your State House representative for the past 6 years, a lifelong Republican. It all started in 1956 in front of a black and white television set when Dwight Eisenhower was being sworn in for his second term as president. And I have been involved in the grassroots of North Carolina politics for some time at many levels, and of course have represented you for the last 6 years in the State House of Representatives in my 6th year. You know, a lot of people, when they think about the job of legislator, they think in terms of a piece of legislation, a vote that you may have made or didn't make. You're never going to please everybody on every issue. That's just the nature of the beast. Those of us that are married, we understand that. It doesn't even happen in your own marriages. But I want to just talk a little bit today, very briefly, about one of the most important things about being a representative or any elected official, but in particular a representative to the state, either in the State House or the State Senate, and that is constituent service. Our office prides itself in constituent service. We are probably the #1 office in the General Assembly for constituent service. We take it very seriously. I'm going to just share a couple of examples of things that can happen that you don't think about in terms of a legislator getting involved in. We had, just a few weeks ago, there was a very severe accident in Pasquotank, and a young boy was hurt, and he was hurt badly, very badly. His mother's a school teacher. He is unable, or was unable, she was unable to be able to get the care that she needed, the specialized care that she needed for her son. The state health plan didn't allow her to do that. I saw that situation as it was evolving and got involved. Our office got involved, and I'm happy to say that this young man is now in Atlanta receiving the kind of care that he needs that will probably help him regain his health fully. And as a young boy, that's great. He has that promising life in front of him. We have another woman who was transferred here to North Carolina who had a foster child that she was taking care of, and they were not going to allow her in this state to bring the foster child with her. There were a lot of intricacies between the state government and the state where she lived in trying to get this resolved. She came to my office. She was moving to Elizabeth City, asked us to step in. We stepped in. The issue was resolved, and this woman and her foster child are now living right here in Elizabeth City. We had another gentleman who came to me, called me, and said, I've got 2 weeks to live, and I haven't got everything done that I need to do. What can you do to help me? And I said, well, are you willing to take experimental care, go to Duke or UNC or someplace to try and extend your life? And he said, yes, I am. So I said, well, let me see what our office can do. We did. We got the gentleman in. He lived another year and a half, got those things done that he wanted to do. There was another gentleman, and there's just hundreds of these stories, who died, was very active in his county, was an African-American, super guy. He had done so much for the youth in his area that when he died, his family did not have enough money to bury him. So we went ahead, and there are some people here in this room that contributed to that effort to help raise the money to give this man a proper burial. Those are the things you're not going to read about in the paper every day, but those are some of the most important things that a state legislator does or should be doing. I consider everybody that I represent as family. I don't care if you're a Democrat, Republican, unaffiliated, or whatever you are. If I am your representative, I want you to come to me for help, and I am going to help you. I can even point to our chairman behind me here, Pete Gilbert. Pete had an issue at the hospital, I don't know how long ago now, Pete, but it was quite some time ago, was not getting the care he needed at Centera. He did very quickly once we stepped in. And Pete's father-in-law, who you heard has passed, a similar situation happened with him several weeks ago at Albemarle, and I was there for them. I've been there for the 1st District. I've been there for the 1st District for the last 6 years, and I will be there as your representative in the North Carolina Senate. Thank you. Appreciate it.
This is, I noticed, find this hard to believe, this is the only question we had for any of our candidates.
That's it.
And before you think I rigged the system, my vice chair was in charge of the question. All right, Representative Steinburg,
Yes,
given the many states and localities, given that many states and localities are recognizing illegals with various forms of IDs and driver's license, do you support North Carolina doing this? 1 minute.
Do I support North Carolina doing that? No, I do not support North Carolina doing that. There's been much discussion about that particular issue in the House. We have met in caucus, we've had committee meetings with those who are trying to establish some privileges, if you will, for illegal aliens. As you know, we're in a big agricultural area, and they count very, very heavily, not on illegal aliens, folks. They're supposed to be documented folks, but they count on that labor factor. But the fact of the matter is, I have never voted for any bill that I am aware of that included doing anything that was going to benefit illegal aliens in a major way. So, okay.